Hey, what is up, guys? Tech Asian back here again. It's been a little while, but we're back into it. So today we're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna take a test. So as obvious, that's what the title says, test time. We're about to take a test, and it's not really a quiz on what you've learned how to do. It's more reading code and trying to analyze it and fixing the errors inside that code. And then the second one is going to be, or what we're going to do first is we're going to go over the other video that I did the video before called More Practice. And we're going to look at the lines of code again, just freshen up on what each thing does, because that was a little different because it was using the import function where you were importing different things and you were running that inside the terminal itself, and you were running different commands in there. So yeah, let's get started. Let's open VS Code this time. Today, I already have VS Code open. Would you look at that? And let's take a look. So the different things that we were calling inside. So if you remembered from the last video, if you don't, go back, check it out again. It's a longer video, but just freshen yourself up on that. So when we set what a sentence equals, so the thing is, this takes in a full sentence, and none of these actually take in different things because this split is a thing that's already called in there, and then words is going to be set when we set the sentence, because it's going to break the words, and then what break words is, it's going to split it. So yeah. So what we did first was we set what a sentence equals, and then we set words is equal to this right here, the break stuff. It was called what was it called? It was called break words, and then we put sentence in here. So we called this, and then instead of stuff, we called it sentence. So this would be sentence.split, and then split the sentence, and it returned each of the words. So then we called the function words. We wrote words in the terminal, and we just clicked entered. And then since it ran this and it stored this words in a list already, so that's why I printed out each of the separate words. And then once we ran sorted words, we had to set that equal to let's see, where is it? Sorted words. So we called sorted words, and we set that equal to this function. So basically sorted words would equal sorted words. And then we also specified this words equaled that whole list, and then it sorted it. So that's what this function right here returns a list from in ascending order. So that would be in alphabetical order. And then next thing we did after that, so after we set sorted words, we ran sorted words, gave us that list in order. And then we ran the print first words, and then set words. So words never changed from above. So words was still, it split up because nothing else returned words. So now when we're running this first and last sentence, instead of putting sentence here, we set first and last words, and then, or first word and then first and then last word right here. And then this pop, it would get rid of the first word, and then get rid of the word, and then it would get rid of it, I'm pretty sure. That's why when we ran it again, we ran words again, we lost the first and the last word. So that's what pop did, and then that's why when we when we needed to have the whole thing back again, we changed it to the sentence instead of words, because now now word is equal to it without the first and last word. So we would need to take back the sentence again and then rerun the original sentence that we set, because the sentence never changed throughout. Alrighty, so that was just that quick thing. If you don't understand, I'd advise you to watch the last video and then just break it down slowly and take that into account. But we're going to start taking a test today, so we need code, right? So it's going to be a code someone else has already written, and we're going to go to a website to do it. I'll link it in the description, or you could just type it out, and I'll just type it out right now, and we can look in the search bar. So we're going to call this Learn Python the hard way.org/book/exercise 26.txt. So this is going to be a text file, and it's all right here. So we're just going to copy this all in here, and then we're going to, so you're allowed to copy this, only time we're allowed to copy things, but we're going to copy it, go back to VS Code, and create a new file. We're going to call this, let's just call it ex.26.py, and so we're just gonna paste this, and then we're gonna go through this word by word. So there's gonna be a lot of things that it's gonna show up already that we know it's already wrong, but some of the things aren't gonna show up in red. So let's see, we're gonna look at this. So this one, so remember, this looks familiar. This was the one we were just looking at. So it's going to take the stuff that we've already written. So that looks right. And then that also looks right. But this right here, it's already giving us the reason. Or we don't. If you don't know the reason, it's obviously going to be a colon. And then print word. So all the print functions are going to be wrong. So, because in Python 3, you're going to need a quotation mark or the parentheses around it. And then this pop also needs a parentheses around that. So sort sentence, it takes sentence, words equals, break word sentence, return sort words, words. Righty. And then, let's see, alright, so that's obviously, that should be fine, right? Yeah, except it's a print statement, so let's put this inside parentheses. And then same thing with this at the bottom right here. And then poem should equals dash dash dash. Yep. That should be fine, right? Yep. Okay, it's gonna print, so printing this. So this is all familiar. This is all we've typed before, so this is just correcting different things. So if you want to take a pause, just go through it, see what needs to be fixed. I'm going through this. This doesn't seem too hard. It should be pretty obvious. This print function also needs parentheses around it. So nothing too bad right now. But yeah, so jars equals that divided by 1,000. Well, that division sign is wrong, obviously. So then it returns that, and that, in that order, with, so, obviously this is, like, hack, like, basically I already, like, with VS Code, it tells you what where the errors are, so, like, I'm just flying through this, but, like, you can turn off error checking, I'm pretty sure, but I don't exactly know how, so this is start, secret formula start. So this is start dash point. Well, it's probably supposed to be underscore starting point. And then this is going to be starting point. Because the dash, I think, you can't put a dash. You'd have to put an underscore if you want a space there. If you want to signify a space. And then words equals that. So, well, it can't be dot. It just has to be print first word, last word, sentence. Let's untab this. So this is going to be print sorted words. And then print first and last sentence, untab that, first, last sorted. Let's see, first and last sorted. Okay. So it's trying to import it from EX25. So this was the previous one. So what we called the previous file was, where was it? Practice_3. So we're just going to call, so if you want to just like, instead of just changing EX25, we can specify up here. Let's just do this so it's easier. We're going to specify that EX25.py is equal to practice_3.py. Hopefully you can do that. So then it should be able to find that file. Or wait, it's not equals. It has to be equals. Am I allowed to do that? Beans, jars, crates. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. So now that created even more errors for some reason. So undefined variable. Okay, so I'm probably not allowed to do that. Let's just set this equal to, so maybe that doesn't work. Maybe there is a specific syntax, but _3 practice _3 and then practice _3. So it still doesn't know what those mean. And a different thing is it returns jelly beans, jars, and crates. Beans, jars, crates is equal. Okay, yeah. So that would only have to be one sign because you're not saying it directly equals. It just equals that. It's not saying, you're setting that equal to that. You're not comparing to see that they are equal. And then last but not least, there's still this undefined variable. So this can be done, I'm pretty sure, by just you can import the file. So if I just import practice _3.py, that should solve itself down there. So where else do I have errors in this code? No name py in module. Oh wait, so if I import this, I don't think I need to have this break words because that's still odd, huh? The thing about debugging code is that unable to import. Why is that not able to import? Maybe I have to import dot sorted _words from practice _3.py. Maybe that works. From. Or maybe I don't need that other code, so like I can just get rid of it. Like if I get rid of practice _3. because I already have it up here, right? So I don't need any references. Alrighty, let's just see if we, let's see if we can run it, and let's see if it works. Let's run it, and let's see if it runs completely. And if it does, then we should be good. Oh, it says words.poop. Let's do words.pop. So that's something I missed. And let's start debugging again. Alrighty, there we go. So if you got all of that and you figured that all out, that was some quick programming. That wasn't too bad. And yeah, so that's pretty simple. That's all there is to it. I mean, that was a pretty quick and painless thing. There's a couple hiccups in there where I was trying to figure out how to do that. So another thing was you could have imported the different functions from this file. You could import the functions that are already there, but you would also need to remove these references because you don't need these anymore because you're calling it from the other file. They would just be there for no apparent, you're not using them, so you don't really need them in there. But if you really wanted to import them, there is a way. I just don't exactly know how. I'm pretty sure when you run it, you just say you import everything from, like in the terminal, like how we were doing it for the other one. You would just say import, import, like the file name, so practice_3 import star, so you're importing everything, or the import, yeah, the asterisk symbol basically in the terminal, and then everything would run out just like that. So that's all there is to it, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.